Welcome back to another episode of Toxiris Thoughts. Today we got the first reaction, first review to Roddy Ricch's new album, Live Life Fast. Please excuse my voice, I ain't talking a minute. Anyway, I think this project is pretty good overall, but it does disappoint me at least a bit, because it is good, and a lot of the tracks are in my playlist. A lot of the tracks are really enjoyable, especially the features is something you don't want to mess with. But some of the tracks, like for example the first three tracks, not including the intro, are mid. Like they don't really sound like a Roddy Ricch track to me. I mean, yes, you could tell it's Roddy, but if you just listen to the flow, this sounds more like a Lil Baby song. The structure and everything, it just doesn't feel like a real Roddy song. But the more we get into the album, the better that the songs get. I mean, songs like Hibachi with Kodak Black and 21 Savage, Paid My Dues with Takeoff is great. Crash the Party is one of my favorites. And then like Down the Road, all the features are great, besides Lil Baby, who is good, but I don't know. I've heard too many Lil Baby features this year. I don't know if he can do anything special anymore. Gunna does also perform very well, and so does Fabio. I'm pretty disappointed that Jamie Foxx didn't actually get a real feature, but just a spoken word, even if that spoken word was pretty good and pretty interesting. Overall, I think the highlights of the album are Everything You Need, Crash the Party, the intro. Damn, the intro is great. I mean, that was released before the album, so you might have already heard it, but it's a very, very good intro. It's also half of the intro is just a spoken word, but even that spoken word is really good, and I enjoyed it a lot. Other than that, well, the features are really good. The beats are sometimes pretty interesting, but sometimes pretty stale. And I don't know, man. On some tracks, he had great vocal inflections. That's what's getting better the more you get into the track list, even though on some tracks, like Move to Miami or the last track, 25 Million, that's kind of going backwards again. But overall, I don't know. I think this might be, obviously this is just based on one listen, this might be his worst project so far. Not meaning it's a bad album, not at all. How I say it, I enjoyed a lot of these tracks, but I feel like it's just missing what albums like Feed the Streets 1, Feed the Streets 2, and Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial had. Other than that, I think it's a pretty good project. I'll give a better review of it later today, and I'll also drop a ranking later today. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like if you've already been here, and have a great one.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame, even though I feel the same. I'm that nigga now, I'm that nigga now, I'm that nigga now, I'm that nigga now.